What's up, guys? It's been a while, but in here we've got a new battery, and the sun is just like beaming down on me right here. Anyways, this is a 24-volt lithium iron phosphate complete battery with BMS and all that from Global Power. So it's 24 volt. I think it's 50 amp hour, and really good price. Comes in right around $2.99 or something like that, shipped from eBay. So we're going to put it through its paces. So let's open it up. Let's see here. Good packaging so far. Made in China, of course. What's this? That's kind of silly. I guess that's all right. Little terminal covers. If I can do, yeah, there we go. Good packaging on the bottom. So over there, here we go. 24 volt, 50 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery from Global Power. We got, you can charge at 50 amps. You can discharge at 50 amps. Your peak discharge is 120 amps. Right on. So a little bit more than 2C. That's pretty nice. 26.5 pounds. It's 16 by 6.8 by 9.3 inches. And then we've got something here. It says, note the battery management system inside will stop battery, there's a misspelling there, from accepting charge if below 32 Fahrenheit or 0 Celsius. So this says it has low temperature disconnect. We're going to test that. Now this company also, Global Power, has a 12 volt 100 amp hour battery. And my buddy Beene Energy did a review of that, and I'll link down in the description, but I thought that was a pretty great battery. Anyways, we're going to try this one out. We're going to test it. So first thing, this battery will be like a really good deal if it performs correctly, right? A lot of batteries you're looking at, even the cheapest ones on Amazon, you're still looking at, you know, around $400 or more for this capacity of a battery. This is, you know, like $2.99 shipped to you on eBay. So let's see. Yeah, it's sitting at 26.63 volts. That's a good sign. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook this up probably to solar or something like that and get it charged all the way up, and then we'll do a capacity test and see if it pulls full capacity. And then we're going to tear it apart. Alright guys, I had it hooked up to my solar charger today, and really I think it was pretty close to being full. So I've got this thing configured to only charge to about 3.45 per cell. The settings are not quite set to fully top it off. I mean, it's probably like 95% or something like that. So anyways, I'm hooking up my little ISDT hobby charger, and I'm going to set it for 8S lithium iron phosphate, and I'm going to set it to 3.65 per cell, and I guess that'll be a good test to see if it you know, this thing will let me know if it terminates early, like the BMS shuts off, like maybe when one of the cells hits a high voltage or something like that. I kind of think at this price point, that's probably a possibility. The cells may not have, you know, they may not have taken the time to balance them. Yeah, so we'll see. That would definitely be a bonus if it hits 3.65 per cell and does not shut off. And there we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna let this run and let it fully charge this battery, and then we'll see if it actually if the BMS shuts off before it reaches 3.65 per cell, indicating that there's probably one cell that's higher than the others. And I'll be back. All right, guys, so I've got this thing topped off. I did, like I said, I did have it on this hobby charger, and what I thought was going to happen did happen. The BMS disconnected before all the cells reached 3.65, which is, like I said, I kind of expect it in a battery at this price point. So the main thing here is that I run the discharge test, the capacity test, and it pulls full capacity. Yeah, didn't quite make it. The inverter shut off at 47.36 amp hours. We got to 1,183 watt hours. All right, guys, I just decided to go ahead and try to open this thing up, and I think I'm really close. Wasn't too hard, I don't think. What I did was, well, first I took this chisel and kind of wedged in there and just kind of got the adhesive broken a little bit, and then I took this X-Acto knife and just went in and just kind of sliced the adhesive. And then right here, the corners and the sides right here are the most difficult. I don't know if they just put more glue there, maybe because of the handles, but it seems like it's a little gives a little bit more in the center of the long section here. And so when I finally got the glue pretty much cut loose, and then I just I felt it really giving here, and so I just kind of kept going, and it popped off. Luckily, it popped off a corner, and that's where I'm going to start pulling it some more. So far I haven't boogered it up to where I can't put it back together, so that's good, because I want to use it. Oh, I think it's coming off. There we go. Aha. Look at that, guys. We're almost there. Let's see. You need to get that front side. Let's see here. There we go. Oh yeah. Ah ha ha ha. There we go. Check this out. All right, so here's the big reveal. Oh yeah, didn't tear it up or nothing. So this will go back together. Let's see what we got. Okay. We got some good, at least 10 gauge, maybe like a 10 gauge, double 10 gauge. Yeah, probably like a double 10 gauge silicone wire for the positive and the negative. Prismatic cells. Let's see there. Yeah, prismatic cells. Oh wow. It is like really potted in there. There's I don't know if you can see, but there's a rubbery potting material that is poured in, that is holding the cells. That's pretty good. I mean, these aren't gonna, these are definitely not gonna fall apart. There's a lot of padding on both sides, and then the BMS is right here. So I wonder if I'm going to be able to get these out. But the funny thing is, look at how much space is in there. Man, let's see. It's like 85 millimeters on each side. And then that's probably 150 and let's see, 150, probably like a little over 200 millimeters. The battery itself, the cells. Yeah, like 150 by 210 or something. They are welded together with these copper plates. Balance leads are nice and soldered. So everything is like, it's solid construction. I think it's real unlikely that I'm going to be able to get these cells out without destroying something. But I mean, the cells don't look used or anything. They got the barcodes on them. Yeah, the barcodes are all intact. I can't really see what it says. I wish I could see if there was any identifier on the cells, but really there's not. There's a little block there for the lid. This case really just mainly it really looks like a case that was made for a lead acid battery that they just repurposed. Yeah, so now that I have it open, which is cool, I can charge it up, and we can see what cells are out of balance. Actually, let me get a meter and check the cells right now. Okay, let's see if this meter will work. What? Do I not have a meter that works? What is... This is odd. There we go. 2.86, 2.78, 2.79, 2.8, 2.85, 2.89, 2.83, 2.7. Anyways, I'm going to charge it up. I'll charge it back up in series again from here. And then I'm going to top off each cell individually, one at a time, to 3.65. And we're going to do a capacity test again. All right. Alright guys, so, let me turn my microphone down on my wireless mic. So, it got better. We got 48.5-ish amp hours. Pretty close. I mean, like, we're missing 1.5 amp hours. I didn't actually have to do much top balancing. Like I said, I basically charged it up from the terminals, and then after that, fully charged, it actually got to 3.6 per cell, and the BMS did not turn off. So that tells me it actually got a little bit better balanced all by itself. So probably cycling this battery a couple times would have got it up past, up to that 48.5. Whenever I top balanced each individual cell to 3.65 by putting my hobby charger on each cell, it only took maybe 40 milliamps at most to get it to 3.65. So they were already pretty much top balanced. So just a simple recharging this pack would have got it to the 48.5. Didn't have to open it up. So with that being said, I'm going to say that I don't really think this is a 50 amp pack. I think it's more like I think these cells are probably more like 48 amp hour cells. And is that a deal killer? Not for me, really. I think it's fine. I could live with it at this price point. And I am going to actually use these batteries. So we have some IoT applications at my work, and I think as long as we can get these batteries regularly, I'm going to suggest that we start using them, because the price point is good, and so far everything seems to be fine, other than slightly, like 3%, 2.5–3% under capacity. I can live with that. If you can, that's fantastic. If not, I totally understand. I completely get where you're coming from. But at this price point, I'm fine with it. If this is a more expensive battery, I don't think I'd feel so great about it. Anyway, so we got one last thing to test, and that is the low temperature disconnect. All right, guys. So testing the low temp disconnect. I drilled a hole in this cup full of ice water that's frozen solid, and I've shoved the temperature sensor in it, and we're still charging I don't know if you can see this, at 3.5 amps. It's been in there for quite some time. So I'm going to go ahead and say this battery, this BMS, does not have a low temperature disconnect. And yeah, I got the cells out of the case. Quite small, no markings other than the QR code on top of the cells, which are clearly there. And I've tried to figure out which manufacturer it is. It starts with a I think it's OBR or something like that. So I don't know if anybody knows that manufacturer, let me know. But yeah, low temperature disconnect is a no-go. So they came out at 48.5 amp hours, so less than the rated 50 amp hours. Low temperature disconnect does not work. That is so 2 claims that did not pass on this pack. So there you go. See you next time.